Hey, hey, hey. I am back in the house. Donna and Cheryl live without Donna. We're dividing and conquering today. So yes, Donna is doing something else very exciting. So I'm here again to share with you some little stories about wealth and hustle and flow. So if you're here, if you're in the house, give me a holler. Holla, holla, holla. I've got to do my Don and Cheryl live. Let me know you're here. Who's here? Say hello. Say hey, hey, hey. Let me just pop this along the bottom of the screen. Yay, fabulous. Yeah, who's here with me? So yes, so showing up today, we're showing up tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow we have Nicola, who is one of our fabulous elite ladies who is going to be going live with Donna tomorrow. So that's exciting. And yeah, it was interesting because yesterday I had the Really Online call last night, which was an amazing session. And we were just talking about how when we have low self-worth and we don't feel good enough and we don't feel deserved of success, it can impact our boundaries about how we treat ourselves, about how we speak to ourselves. And we were having a whole conversation about how we tend to put ourselves like to the back of the queue. So we're really good with other people, but then when it comes to ourselves, we're always at the bottom of the list. And I think that's, for women, it is something that we do more so than men. Hi. Hey, I'm just talking about you, Nicholas, saying that you're going to be live in the house tomorrow, which is amazing. Well, not in the house, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, thank you. I don't know who you are. Tell us who it is. Hi, Nicola. Yeah, we were just talking about when you have low, you don't feel good enough, don't feel worthy, don't feel deserved, how that can impact boundaries, but in terms of internal boundaries. And then what that can lead to is we literally put ourselves into hustle mode. Like we force ourselves into that state because we are trying to do too much, trying to be everything to everyone, and it doesn't serve us. We're certainly not putting ourselves at the top of the queue, and we're certainly not looking after ourselves. And I've named November Nourishing November. Like that's my mantra this month. Nourishing November. Hi, Linda. So Linda is one of our soul sisters. Amazing. News flash. You are officially divorced. I saw you live yesterday when you were going. Amazing. So Linda is in the house. She's officially divorced, which is a major step forward. So congratulations. Happy divorce. Amazing. I'm so pleased to hear that. But yes, we're trying to be all things to everyone. So therefore, we cram far too much into our day. We're always saying that we haven't got enough time. We're too busy because we're just trying to do too much. And the thing that gets sacrificed when we're in that state is us, is our health, is our nourishment of ourselves, or quite often it can be our diet where we're not eating properly. We're not making time to go and do things that we enjoy doing. We don't make time to go and have fun or go to the gym or exercise or whatever it is, because we're always trying to do everything for everyone else. So our internal boundaries with ourselves, sometimes the line can be a little bit wavy or non-existent, and it's kind of the first thing that we'll sacrifice when something needs to get done. So is this resonating with anyone who is watching? Like, is this something that you do? Let me know in the comments. Previous to when Donna and I set the business up and I worked in corporate, I've used this phrase before with you. I was hanging off the rafters, is the only way I can describe it, because Holly was little. I was a single parent with Holly. I remember having to get up, drop her off at the childminders, who were the people then took her to the morning club before school, go to work, travel sometimes, work long hours. My mum and dad used to help me out and pick her up, bring her home. I was doing a degree. I was traveling all over. Like I was literally trying to do everything to prove myself because I didn't feel good enough. Imposter syndrome. And then it would get to the weekend and I would like fill the weekend with stuff to do, either taking Holly out, trying to create experiences for her, doing like mommy daughter things on a weekend, always like looking for somewhere to take her. And then when she was at our nana's or at our grand's, and I was then making the time to then go out with my friends, but I was just always on. Like I wouldn't have even used the word like nourishment or self-care or boundaries. Like it's just not something that was in my dialogue because I was just constantly on the go, always on. And it can be exhausting and draining, but you just get used to living in that hyper state of stress. And when I went to work with Louise and my naturopath 3 years ago, it's 3.5 years ago, we did some hormone testing and my stress cortisol was really high. No wonder, because I was just always on, like literally always on the go. And then like when I met Graham, we would then go out on a weekend and go out for drinks, and my diet wasn't great, and then I would be back into the rat race, and then I was on the go. It was just constant. So my stress cortisol levels were really high, which was impacting my hormone levels, which has contributed towards me then having the medical issues that I had, which was then leading to the consultant saying I needed to have an operation, and I haven't. And I've managed to work naturally by creating boundaries with myself, on looking after myself, on nourishing my body, nourishing my mind, body and soul, and how I treat myself, which has led me not to have major surgery. And it's something that I worked through myself. But I had to put really strong boundaries in place for my self-care in order to do that. So who feels like they could get better with nourishing themselves in November? Let me know. Hit me up. Is this resonating with you in terms of boundaries on how you do or do not? Or who is really great with their own internal boundaries and really invests and spends a lot of time nourishing the mind, body and soul? Let me know in comments. And I mean, it's something I'm really invested in. And my PT said that to me a couple of weeks ago, because I literally, like now every month I have a Rahani healing session with Tanya, who is an amazing healer. I'm having Reiki sessions weekly or bi-weekly with a lady who Donna put me in touch with, Francine. I have a massage once a month. I go to a PT session twice a week. And I've got Louisa who supports me from a naturopathic angle, so that I can continue to make sure that I have my own boundaries about how I nourish my body, so that I have the best health and the best energy to be able to show up every day in our business, to be able to serve you ladies to the best of my ability. So I am invested and committed to my self-care, and it's really strong boundaries that I have in place so that I am in optimum health, because I know that when Donna and I work on that and we're in our best health, we are then able to serve you. And when you're in that state, it really helps you to be more in flow, because you're feeling good, you're in high energy, so that everything just feels easier and feels more natural than when you look after everyone else, run yourself into the ground, then you're feeling like you're having to hustle the shit out of things, having to control force, you're in low level energy and everything feels difficult and you don't make as much progress. So again, is this resonating? No, we've got a little heart sign. Any comments, anything that you've noticed, anything that you want to say about my little story that I'm sharing, just about what I do every day to make sure that I have good boundaries, to make sure that I am in flow, that I'm in good energy, high energy. And I've talked to you, like particularly in the last couple of months with my mum passing in September, I went off the rails, not going to lie, did everything that I wouldn't normally do in terms of my health. But again, I was accepting of it because of the time I was going through. And now I've just come out of after Graham's birthday celebrations, I did a 10-day detox, a liver detox, which has just really helped cleanse my body. And now I'm enjoying my birthday and I've got lots of great things coming up in November. But in between that, my I'll be working on nourishing myself so that I have boundaries in place with myself to make sure that I'm in high level energy so that I'm in flow. Amazing. Self-care is so important. Thank you. I don't know who you are, just a Facebook user with a little picture of man, it looks like. But hi, Yvette, joined a bit late. We'll watch Pagali Pot Love. Yes, I'm just talking about boundaries of ourselves, about how we treat ourselves, how we nourish ourselves, and how we create the space and time to make sure that we invest in ourselves in time and energy so that we make sure that we are in the best possible health and energy so that we can be in flow, so we can allow the universe to guide us, so that we can make things easy and command what we want with the right energy. Hi, Nadia. I think the seasons change. I need to remind myself to change them. I don't always prioritize health, more mental health, so connected that I need. Yeah, absolutely. It's mind, body, soul, isn't it? So, but when we're working on our what's going on in here and how we think about ourselves and our belief systems, which makes us feel different, it then inspires us to then go on and take more inspired action to help, you know, with maybe what we're eating or we're drinking or the exercise that we do. It is all linked together. So I love that. Thank you. I'm way more productive when I put myself first. Yeah. And we all are. We just bullshit ourselves and say we haven't got time, or we're too busy, or we've got far too much stuff to do. But we know that when we do put ourselves first and we make that commitment, because we're more in flow, because things are easier, we're way more productive and we get way more done in such a shorter space of time. So it's just about making the stand, making the commitment and deciding that you are worth it, that you deserve it, and that you are good enough for whatever it is. And like I say, I'm extremely committed to my health and my mindset and my energy so that I can show up to be the best version of me in our business, make more of an impact in the world, which does then bring wealth with it because it creates more space, more freedom, more time, and more money. Like ultimately, Donna and I are going on a spa break on Monday. We're going to a beautiful place called Rockcliffe Hall in Darlington, not too far away from where we live. And we've been meaning to do it for so long, but we've got 2 days where we're just going to take some time out and nourish ourselves and reconnect and just spend some time together, reflecting on what we've achieved, talking about what's to come, but really resting and recovering our bodies after a very busy few months mentally, emotionally. And yeah, that's something that we intend to do like a few times a year moving forward now that we can go to spas. And that's okay. And we're not apologizing about it because it's about nourishing ourselves, because we know after that deserved break and time and space that we can come back re-energized and be even more in flow and show up for you guys. So this is the plan. So wealth without the hustle. I'm going to talk about it again. Got the link. Well, I just check I've got the link. Get the link. So we have loads of fabulous women signed up already to attend our 3-day immersive workshop that starts on the 16th of November. You get to spend 3 nights with us. 3 nights. Everybody always says that they just want more time with Donna and I, to be around us in our energy and to learn how we created this life. You know, how did I get to the point where I am okay with going to PT twice a week and doing Kundalini and having a massage and going and having Rohani healing and going for my Reiki. And I really see that as a business task. It's part of my work because my role is to show up as the best version of myself for you every single day. I have zero guilt attached to any of that. It's about my priorities and the boundaries that I've set with myself. So if you want to know how to get where you are now, potentially in hustle and force and guilt and lacking boundaries, then we're going to be teaching you this stuff while we're on our 3-day workshop. So it's very exciting because we're having lots of women sign up all throughout the day. And so we've still got loads of spaces left and we would love to have you join us. That's enough in itself, 3 nights. Exactly. I mean, who wouldn't want to come and spend 3 nights, Donna and I? So it's £97, extremely cheap to have 3 nights of immersive interactive coaching with us, where we teach you tried, tested, proven methods of how to create the life that you desire. It's all possible. So from wherever you're coming from now, wherever you want to get to, we will help you map out how to get to where you want to be. So if you have already signed up, but you have a friend or somebody who you feel is in that low level energy hustle, busy, stressed, getting shit done more, then please share that link with them, and we would love to have them join us. It's going to be so exciting. And everybody who gets to come to the workshop will receive a personalized assessment at the end of the workshop as well, which is amazing. It's the first time I've ever done that. Guilt thing. It is, especially as women, we feel very guilty about making decisions and putting ourselves first. I'm guilt-free, right? I don't feel guilty about anything because I know that I am worth it. I deserve it. It is a business task, and it's going to lead me to be able to show up as the best version of myself for you every single day. So it is worth it. So we'd love to have you join us in the workshop. Tomorrow we have Donna live with Nicola, who is one of our elite ladies. So that's going to be very exciting. And that is at 12:30 again. Like to keep it simple so we don't confuse you. So if you want to show up and hear some of Nicola's story about how she has created the life that she desires, then show up tomorrow at 12:30. And I'm going to go have some refreshments, and then we've got our weekly elite mastermind call at 1:00, which I'm very much looking forward to. So have a fabulous Wednesday. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And we will see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.